Well, today is December 9th, which means there's 16 more days till Christmas. And that means that there's a potential of 16 more Christmas parties or Christmas events or things, distractions that are going to get in our way for trying to stay on plan. So I went on the internet, like I usually do, and I found 23 simple things that we can do that's going to help us get through the holidays. And it's good all year round if you really think about it. It really is good for us all year round. The first thing we want to do is get rid of distractions. It's the time of year where we're going to be making the cookies and the fruit cakes, and I make fudge. And what you want to do is once you get the stuff done, get it out of your sight. Get the distraction out of your sight. Make sure that you make it for everybody and have some, enjoy it, but out of sight, out of mind, as they say. So you might know that you have fudge in the refrigerator, but put it way in the corner of the refrigerator where you're not going to be looking at it. Put something in front, put some fruit or vegetables, like a tray of fruit or vegetables that you're going to consciously have to move to get to whatever it is you want. Put a healthy snack in front of whatever it is. Like if you have like the Christmas cookies and you have them in a cookie jar, try to put like a bowl of fruit in front of the cookie jar. Do something that, like you're going to be realizing that, I don't want to be distracted by going crazy. So don't do that. Number 2 is know your trigger foods. Chocolate. Chocolate is my trigger food. And I always hope to get Godiva chocolate for Christmas because I love Godiva chocolate. It's the only time of the year that I ask for it for a Christmas present. And you can have chocolate. You just have to know to have it in conscious awareness of when you're having it. And it's not a candy that I go and buy all year round. I like that, and I like Lindt chocolate. I like the 2 chocolates. And so at Christmas time, I kind of look forward to getting them. And but I know it's a trigger food. So I don't if I put it under the tree, I put something in front of it. So sometimes I'm distracted and I forget that it's there. And I just know. So you have to know your trigger foods, number 2. Number 3, don't ban your favorite foods. You're going to just tend to overeat on something else. I like the Godiva chocolate. I can have one piece and think like I'm going to have one piece a week. Put it in the freezer. And a lot of times, like for my birthday, I love my turtle cake. I had leftover turtle cake. I sliced it up and put it in the freezer so that I can enjoy it all year round. Not every single day, but maybe once a week, once a month. I can take out a piece of candy, piece of cake, something like that, and really enjoy it and not feel any guilt because I've planned for it. If I'm going to have something like that, just know that like I'm going to have to be lower points during the day to kind of accommodate it into my plan. Use my weeklies. I get 42 weeklies. I can very well have a piece of candy. So don't ban your trigger foods because you're going to overeat. Eat foods. Oh, number 4. Eat foods that are low in calories but high in fiber and water. Obviously, that's going to fill you up. So they suggest grapefruit, salad greens, broccoli, beans, tomatoes, like a low sodium broth. The more fiber and protein you get in you and water-based foods, you do tend to feel full. Drink a lot of water too, because a lot of times you might think you're hungry, but you're really not hungry, you're thirsty. So you want to remember that. Number 5, avoid eating from containers. We all know how easy it is to just pop open that bag of potato chips and just sit there and take one right out after another. And you just mindlessly eat them and you forget about it, especially like if you're going to put some chip dip. I know that this, like you think, oh my gosh, no wonder you're not losing weight. But I'm in no hurry. This is the way I'm going to eat the rest of my life. I'm in a hurry in the sense that I'd like to get to my goal so I could go for free. But I'm not in so much of a hurry that I'm not going to enjoy the trip along the way. When we go on a vacation or a trip, we all look forward to that destination. We really do look forward to getting to where we're going. But that doesn't mean that we're just focused strictly on the road to get to where we're going. We take the time to look at all the surroundings. We look at the sites that are around us as we're traveling. How many of us have gone on a road trip or something and we're going to someplace and then just by chance we see something and go, hey, why don't we stop there and look? That's the joy of the trip, is just knowing that you're going to make some detours along the way, but you're going to get right back on that road and continue to your destination. Once you get to your destination, you're going to enjoy it. You really are. But, always, always, always pay attention to what you're doing. I guess that's what I'm saying. That's why you measure it out. Put it in a thing. Measure out some chips. Measure out a couple tablespoons of chip dip. Track it and enjoy it. But don't just take the chip container and the bag of chips and just sit there and eat, because you'll go crazy. Number 6 is reduce stress. Kind of hard to do this time of year. You're thinking, did I get a present for him? Did I do a present for that? I got to make the cookies. I got to have the pie. I got to make sure I get the shop. I got to get Uncle Bill this. I got to get Uncle John this. I got to get my cousin this. I got to get my daughter that. That's so much stress. You still have 16 more days before Christmas. Plan on just doing a little bit each day. Don't try to do everything on one day and give yourself so much stress that you're not going to get it done. If you're having a holiday dinner, what do you call it? Delegate. Couldn't think of the word. Delegate different things. I have my couple's dinner. We always have Christmas dinner at my house. Instead of going out to eat, we come here and I make dinner. But I delegate. Someone's going to bring the wine. Someone's going to bring the dessert. Someone's going to bring the bread. So, I mean, it's not all on me, and I don't have all that stress. Number 7 is eat fiber-rich foods, such as beans, vegetables, oats, fruit. Like I said, the fiber-rich foods are going to stick with you longer. They're going to make you feel fuller, and you're not going to feel deprived. You really aren't. Number 8, eat regular meals. Just because you're going to a party, don't think, well, you know what, I won't eat breakfast and lunch because then I'll have the points that I want for dinner. No, you know what you're going to end up doing? You're going to end up overeating. Have a 0-point breakfast, have a 0-point lunch, and then go and eat, enjoy what you want. Your 0-point foods, there are so many of them, and they are so filling. And even if you have to use a few points at each meal for some protein, depending on what plan you are on, that it's going to keep you fuller, and you're going to make smarter choices, and you're going to avoid overeating at whatever event you're going to. Number 9 is keep a food journal. I find for myself, I write in a book, and I log it on my phone. The double tracking really helps me. I do find that I do better if I track my day ahead of time. I be honest with you, I don't always do that. I don't know why. I know it's like your mother says, do as I say, not as I do. I know that when I track the day ahead of me in the morning, I can't track a whole week because I don't know what I'm going to feel like each day to eat. And I'm not like following a menu type of thing. I always hated that at school when you had to plan around what the menu was for the week, you know, what you were going to have and stuff like that. I always hated that. I don't have a problem in the morning getting up and saying for breakfast I'm going to have this, lunch, and dinner. I don't have a problem with that. But I need to do that more often. But I do keep a food journal, and I do find that when I do keep it faithfully, I have better losses. Number 10 is dine with like-minded friends. We all have that friend that says, oh, go on, it's Christmas time, you can have that. You know what, you got the whole year to make up for it. No. You know, if you want it, have it. Don't feel any guilt. But don't feel guilted into eating something that you don't want to eat just because they're saying that you should eat it. If you find friends, my friends know that I'm on this plan, and they don't try to tempt me. And they don't say, oh, can you have that on your diet? Because they know better. They just know better. And I know everybody hates to say that it's a diet, but, you know, let's face it, it is a diet. And it's anything that you eat during the day, whether you're overweight or you're underweight or you're at your perfect weight, it's a diet. It's what you're eating. A diet is what you're eating. And that's what I'm thinking that I'm on, is that I'm on a diet that I'm going to follow the rest of my life. When I reach goal, I'm not going to stop eating this way because it's not going to be some magic time that, okay, I reached my goal, I can go back to eating the way I wanted to before. I know I can never go back to eating the way I did before. But that doesn't mean I can't still eat the foods that I enjoyed before. It's just, I just know that I have to keep them in proportion, keep them in track, on track of what I'm eating, and just know that I can't overindulge like I used to in the past. Number 11 is fill up on protein. I try to have a protein at every meal. I find that a protein keeps me fuller longer, and it's just better for your body. Cindy Gerke, Gehrke, raises chickens, and she told me that eating a hard-boiled egg burns more calories than there's actual calories in the egg. So, and an egg is protein. So if you're eating a hard-boiled egg, you're actually not eating any calories according to her theory, and I like that theory. Number 12, stabilize your blood sugar levels. How many of us have overindulged the day before, and then we wake up in the next morning and we're ravenous? And that's because your blood sugar is all off whack, and it just, no matter what you're going to try to eat or drink, it's just not going to satisfy that urge of what you want, because it's like gimme, 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 gimme. And so you want to make sure that you eat the foods in the right proportions and you stabilize your blood sugar along the way. Number 13, slow down. Don't eat fast. Enjoy your food. If you're at a party, you don't have to concentrate so much on the food. Concentrate on the company. The whole point of the holidays is to enjoy the time of year, the season, the people around you, to get deeper into your faith and know what the holiday truly is. It's not all about Santa Claus. You know, Jesus is the reason for the season. So just all of those things all come ahead, and just slow down. Slow down. If you need to take 5 minutes just to thank God for all the blessings that you have in your life. If you're standing in line, instead of complaining about how long this line is, say a prayer. Think of all the good things in your life. Think of how many people that can't stand in line to buy something because they don't have the money. You have so much to be thankful for. And be thankful that you're overweight, because at some point in your life you had enough money to eat a lot of food. And it's just be thankful, slow down, appreciate everything that you have. Number 14 is watch your alcohol intake. You know, it's one thing is when you tend to overdrink, you overeat, because you're eating the wine and the cheese, and you're nibbling on the cheese and the crackers, and you know, it's easier to do. So, and alcohol has calories. As much as we don't like to admit it, alcohol does have calories. Number 15 is plan ahead. If you know that you're going to go to a party, plan ahead with your menu. Bring something, offer to bring something that's Weight Watcher friendly that you know that you can snack on. Know that if the buffet table is going to bother you, get first in line. Because if you're first in line, everybody's watching what you're putting on your plate. And you don't want to put too much on your plate because you want to make sure there's enough for everybody else. So be first in line. You may look pretty bad. They might say, oh, look at her, she's first in line. But then when they look at your plate and see that you have hardly anything. And then don't go back for seconds. Number 16 is replace your sugary beverages with water. I'm a big pop drinker, but you know what? I'm starting to like water instead of pop. So I'm drinking, and it's cheaper when you go out because they charge you so much for your beverages. Just drink water. Water is free. As long as you don't get the bottled water. If you just take the tap water, it's free. Number 17 is check in with yourself. You know, every once in a while, check in and say, you know, how am I doing? Am I really feeling the spirit of the season? You know, am I doing as well as I think I can be doing? Can I be doing better? Check in with yourself. See how you're feeling. Check out your moods. Don't let yourself get too depressed. If you're feeling a little bit depressed, what can I do to snap myself out of it? I know that a lot of times, I shouldn't have said that, because I hate when people just say snap out of it. People with true depression, you just don't snap out of it. But if you're just feeling a little sad, think, why am I feeling so sad? And then try to check yourself and figure out, why am I sad? Nothing to do with being depressed. Two different things. Depression is a medical condition, but sadness is just something that happens to all of us, and we all experience it at some point in our life. Ditch the diet mentality. I never say I'm on a diet. This is just the way I'm going to eat the rest of my life. I mean, some days are better than others. Some days I overeat, I'll be honest with you, and some days I undereat. I know that too, but I'm following a program that I'm comfortable with knowing I can follow the rest of my life. I will never, the rest of my life, be able to just drink a shake. You know, I can drink a shake. I know that. But I mean like a diet shake. No, I know that I need to follow a plan that it's going to get me through the rest of my life. And Weight Watchers is the plan that's going to get me there. Number 19 is break old habits. I say this before, I'll say it again. I've always struggled with money. I'm not good with money. I'll never be good with money. And I know that's a negative attitude, but you know, I'm 69 years old. If I haven't mastered it by now, although I'm mastering losing weight, so I shouldn't say that. I really shouldn't say that. But I'm getting better. I really am getting better with money. I'm a lot better than I was 10 years ago, definitely. So, but I know that I used to in the past when I would do my monthly budget, because I'm on a fixed income and I have to, my money comes in at different times of the month with my Social Security check and Jim's Social Security check and our pension check and things like that. So I have to plan my month. Before, when I was so bad with money, when I got done, I rewarded myself by having some popping cupcakes and cookies, and I just went crazy. I have that habit in my mind, and it's really a hard habit to break. But now, when I'm done, I have a healthy snack. I plan for a healthy snack, and I know that that's what it's going to do. So I am breaking an old habit. Number 20 is to eat healthy fats such as avocado, nuts, seeds, olive oil. I love almonds. I just absolutely love almonds. And so I snack on them a lot. I love the little holy guacamoles. I put them on a sandwich like as a spread. I mean, they're 3 points for the little container. But with that and a wellness wrap and some turkey, and then I load it up with spinach and cucumbers and tomatoes, it's like a 5-point sandwich, which is delicious for me. So I don't have any problem with that. Number 21 is keep your goals in mind. My goal is by Easter to be in Wonderland, and that's about 25 pounds away. So Easter, I think it's in the beginning of April this year. That's 4 months away. I can do it. I really can do it, and I know I will. Number 22 is get help if you think you need it. I needed help. That's why I joined WW. That's why I still go. That's why once I reach goal, I will still go. I know that I need the accountability of weighing in front of somebody. That's just who I am. I know I have great support from everybody there. I get so much support on YouTube. I don't see a day I ever stop doing YouTube. I just love doing YouTube. It's a great hobby for me. And number 23 is practice mindful eating. Be aware of what you're eating. Be aware of what you're putting in your mouth. Be aware of everything that you do during the day. Planning your meals, buying your food, shopping for your food, going to parties, all of these things. But if we follow these 23 simple things, which they really were, simple things to get us through the holidays, I have no doubt that we can get through the holidays with no problem. I really do. So if you're new to my channel, please subscribe, leave a comment, hit that like button, and tell me if you can think of something else besides the 23 I gave you, because I'm always interested. I'm always looking for new ways to lose weight and stay on track. So thanks a lot for watching. And Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Holidays, all of that stuff.